What is up, people? How's everybody doing tonight? That's right, man. The cat made it back home from New Orleans. As of course, I have a co-host who's happened to be over there with me in New Orleans. We got my man Who That Comics is in the house. What's up, Who
What's
That?
up, everybody? What's going on, everybody? What's going on? We made it back. We survived. No con crud, so we survived that too. So we're
So
here.
it's weird for me because I mean we just started 2026 and we already went to a con. I mean, was it like the second week or something like that of January, and we're already hitting the con? I'm like, wow, what a
It
way
came.
to
It
start
came. It
2026.
came faster than I expected. It's
Yeah,
very- it's
I
like-
planned this and I was there a day early and a day late. I stayed a day early, just to rest up and everything because I didn't know what to expect. But um, it was exciting to go to New Orleans, and if you guys know me, when I go to cons, I drive. I pretty much drive everywhere, but this time the cat flew in the plane, and let me tell you what an experience that was. Oh my goodness. I don't, I haven't been there, taking a plane, going through all this new security and face recognition and all kinds of things going on. And it was something. It was something. Let me just go to chat. The GT Comics was here first. And we see Bleeker. He says, "What's up, boys? What's up, Bleeker? Nice to have you here." So this for Who That, this is his backyard. He's from there, so for him he was like, "Yo, when you gonna get done?" Well, I'm at work. For me, it's just a quick drive. I'll be there. Don't worry about it. I like, well, for him, he'll be there real quick. It wasn't bad for him, but for me, it was totally different. It was a long, long, long trip for me. Let me see.
yeah, it was. It's so funny when you. I think you might have. I think you had just landed. Maybe you were getting in a cab, or you were already in the cab. He had called me and said, "Yeah, you made it in," and I was like, "I'm still at work."
Yeah, like I said,
"Oh."
I showed up a day early, um, just to get the hang of it. 'Cause like I said, I haven't been there. But I'm pretty sure when I built, when I picked my hotel, it was close by. But it was weird. Get off the plane and oh my goodness, when I got out of the airport, I got hit with this heat wave. I was like, what is going down out here? Yo, when I got there, it was like 79 degrees. 79 degrees. Yeah, that was nuts. That was crazy for me. I was like, what the hell's going on? I had a coat, I had a hoodie, thank God I had it off. I was like, I couldn't wait to get into my shorts, and t-shirt because that's how bad it was.
Yeah, it's yeah, it was a little hot and humid, and I think Saturday it might have rained or it might have been morning time. I don't know, but it was like yeah, it was a lot warmer than I expected to for that Friday and Saturday because we made sweaters. My wife made sweaters for me. I showed off to wear, but I only was able to wear it one day. It was the last day of the con.
Yeah, for me it was weird because I stayed in two different hotels. And then I'm just finding out now at the last one I could have just stayed where I was. So could have saved myself a little money, but it wasn't too bad. But I did have a picture of me. That's me at the airport. Getting on get ready to get on the plane. I don't know if you can see the plane. It's in the back behind me. This is
Well, you can see it. Is that like a reflection? I see like a reflection.
well, that's actually the glass back. Is a reflection of what's in front of me. But behind me is the plane. That's the runway in the back there. Getting ready to catch the flight. This is at 7:30 in the morning. I'm catching the first flight out, and there I am sitting there enjoying myself and getting ready to go on a plane. The flight wasn't bad. I would say 2 hours and 15 minutes to 2.5. Which wasn't bad. The plane was full, and I sat on the side where it was only 2 seats. The other side of the plane had 3 seats, so it was only like me, and I had the window, and then like other person was in the back. So the flight was good and quick.
Yeah.
Got
Bleecker said,
what's going on?
"What's
Says
up, strange
hello.
dog?"
Uh oh, yeah. Well, it didn't last long.
He said, "I'll take hot and humid over cold."
The temperature only the first day was 70 something degrees. After that, it started get lower and lower and lower and
Yeah.
lower.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it started getting low. It wasn't low like he's probably normal to if you bleak, but like I would say maybe Monday because you kind of could feel it Monday where it dropped a lot even more from Sunday.
yeah.
But that's just, I think as cold as it got as far as like then it start I think it's gonna start to warm up again. But yeah, it was good 70 some degrees in muggy Friday. It was bad.
On Sunday early morning, no, was it Sunday? No, not Sunday. I think it was Saturday or Friday. One of those 2 days, it poured. It came down
I think it was Saturday. I think it
yeah,
was Saturday.
it came down. I mean, it was like you could hear it on the roof, like you're like, what's going on? It was coming down in buckets. Lucky for me, the time I went outside, it stopped. I was like, the timing was perfect. The timing was perfect. So the hotels are right there. You can walk from the hotel to the convention center. And I cannot believe how big this place is. I cannot believe the place. I mean, the convention center was in a very small part of it. When you really look at it.
Yeah, it was only on two parts of the community. It was in
Right.
two halls. I think it goes. I forgot what my wife probably knows that it goes from hall A to whatever. J, and we were like only in two parts. We were in like I and J, I think, huh? Like
I think, yeah, last night, the two letters. Yeah. So imagine, going through the alphabet, starting from A, B, C, D, all the way to J. That's how long this convention center halls are. And so even we were like across the street from the convention center, our hotels were like halls C and D. So we actually had to walk all the way down to the end of the convention center. So they can actually expand it out with the walls and make it even bigger than what it is. So imagine, if they could make it bigger, I mean,
it could be the size of a New York Comic Con if it wanted to be.
Yeah,
like because it has so many different halls. It could be.
I think the most space they gave, of course, was a celebrity in the back because they had to line up the people and stuff like that. I think they took most of the space.
And they had a good amount of space as well. The comic artists had a good
yeah.
Their row had a nice little space.
Now this was my first time, but according to Who Dat, he was surprised to see more comic sellers this year. Am I correct?
Yes, normally because Bleecker knows this because I've done the walkthrough with him at least. I think this is the second or third time. Might be the third time. I lose track of my time ever since COVID. But I think it's the third time I've done a walkthrough on his channel, and I don't even show the whole con. So that goes to what you were saying, how big it is. But when I've done the walkthrough in the past, it might have 3-4 dealers, maybe. And in one spot, they had 4 dealers. They had like it was like 2 dealers here and 2 behind them, and then like I would say easily probably 7-8 dealers, comic dealers. I would say 7 or 8. I can't remember. But when you add the people who's doing exclusives and they have the artists, like the Scott's Collectibles, or even Capture Collect, because they have different comics there. Clayton Crane has additional comics, so it's like when you add all these other people who are selling exclusives or other things, he had probably over a dozen, in which they haven't had that in a long time, which I was very happy to see.
Well, for my first time being there, and I walked around also, and I saw the comic vendors and everything. So I would say, it was a good little choice. I still would have wanted more, but what they had, the vendors that were there, they had good shit. They had good stuff to check out. So I did a little more shopping this time around. Had a little more time because for one thing, I got there on Thursday. And Thursday, I got in there to help set up for captures. So I got in there. After we finished setting up, I walked around and looked around and did some shopping before, so I have time. Because if you guys know, when we get busy, I don't have time to shop. I'm like running around. So, and then I was like debating, should I, buy now, or not, which I did. But I do have a little clip of me on my first day actually going to the con.
So people, it's your boy BLC. I'm heading over to New Orleans Fan Expo. This is my first time actually in New Orleans. Not bad. Heading over there. It is Friday. It's going to be the first day of the con. It's a 3-day con. It's a beautiful day yesterday, 70-degree weather, considering I just came from the north, which was mighty cold. And it's a beautiful day today. They say thunder showers today, but the sun's out. There's a nice breeze. So it feels like summertime already for me. So heading over. Hotel's about a block away. Helped set up yesterday. So when I get a little closer, I'll show you the entryway of this con. Talk to you later.
So yeah. So you saw me walking, beautiful day. Let me tell you something. I was enjoying myself. That weather, memories. I was like, I can't wait for spring. So I get there and I take a snapshot of the entranceway. There it is. Fan Expo. Well, welcome. Yeah, walk in.
And that's Hall I. So it's I and J.
Yeah. So you can see right in the back there. You see where it says a hall. So I had a great time. I did a little video when I was in there on day 2, so on YouTube, just a little bit, to show what it was going on. And because a lot of books this year, it seemed. I would say not too many vendors, but the quality of books were up there.
Yeah, and Bleak's answering basically because he remembers me showing, and he could look at some of his videos on church. Because I've always done a walkthrough on his show Church on Sundays, and he's basically answering this lots of books this year it seemed, because it like the amount of, I showed him like a lot of the different, and I didn't even show him all of the dealers. I think I only showed him like 5.
Yeah.
That was in that little I would say that whatever section that was in, because they had like 2 on this side, 2 on this side. They had one like on the right another. That's the only ones I showed him. I didn't even go a little further where they had more. But yeah, he's right. It was a lot more this year. Could it be more? Yeah, they had the space. And what BLC said, when he answered that video talking about showers, it actually didn't rain Friday, and it just was nice weather Friday. Friday was probably the nicest day, or it's like, wasn't too hot, wasn't cold at all. So and the wind was blowing, but it was a little muggy because you knew the rain was coming. But it didn't rain that day. So Friday was like perfect.
He say muggy. For me, it wasn't muggy. I loved it. To me, it was like great. There was a breeze to it. Wasn't muggy yet. You don't know what muggy is until you're up here. You get some muggy weather.
Yeah.
It was awesome. So let me tell you something. I was in there Thursday setting up. They didn't have the AC on yet. All right. We were sweating like crazy in there. Everybody's running around trying to set up, and it was hot. All right. Thank goodness when Friday came around, the AC was on. I was like, oh, this is great. This is perfect. Finally. Because I was like, if they didn't kick the AC in, if that was what that was, people were going to be all upset. I mean, it was nuts.
They probably didn't have it on because Thursday's really not Thursday's not the day of the convention.
Yeah.
So they probably like, we don't turn it on until Friday. So they probably put it on like Friday morning.
Yeah, but I feel sorry for all the workers in there because there's a lot of work to be done. They got to put the railings up, the posters, the tapes on the floor. On the celebrity side, they put red carpeting. They a lot of people working. All right, and bringing in stuff, and it was hot. Let me tell you, I was sweating and I wasn't moving around that much. I mean, you actually had to walk around in there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how much the tickets cost. You should know. What was the going rate?
I don't know because I'm blessed and lucky enough to get a media pass. That's why I try to do as many videos of me showing a con, talking about and doing shows like this, talking about the convention And so I'm able to get a media pass, also with your Instagram followers. A lot of the places together. So I don't really know what it costs. I know a kid prices for a kid 12 and under, they get like a wristband and it's $12, which is great. A lot of people don't realize that because a lot of people get the family pass. And I would say when you're doing the purchasing, look at the numbers, see what makes sense. Because sometimes you get the family pass and you're like, well, you basically, and they might average out you paying $20, $30, $40 for your child when you should only be paying, if the child's 12 and under, you can pay $12 and just get the adult pass, get the one adult pass and get the child, because the wristband for the child, they're able to go in Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with that wristband. So, it's just something to think about. It's like, and it's not like, and you're supposed to have, I guess, an adult with you, but they're not checking none of that. You know what I mean? But I know the child is like that price. I think the day pass on Friday was like in the 50s, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if they still have the prices online, which I can look up, but I'm not sure pricing. But I'm trying for us YouTube people, you can probably look up. You probably can get, let's see if they got prices.
Let me see something. I'm trying to find out because there's something I want to talk about this Dan Con.
They might not have the prices up since the because it ended and they're not selling next year's tickets until March.
Right.
So I'll buy tickets and see if they got a price of old tickets. No, they don't. They took it off the website until they
So I've been to a lot of cons. All right. I've been to Baltimore. I've been to Erod, Terrific, C2E2, and such and such. And this con, hours kind of killed me. All right. I mean, Friday, from 3:00, I think, was it 3?
For general admission, 3:00 for general admission, but 1:00 for
general admission. They have VIPs that get in earlier than that. All right. So we had to be there for Friday. I think what was it? They were letting the people in at 2:00 or 1:00 or something like that, or 1:30.
Friday, it was they let people on Friday. They let people in at 3. That was general admission, but
the VIPs got in earlier than that.
VIPs got in 1:00. So it's all VIPs, which includes media pass, the VIP media pass, and it was like I think a couple other little things, that had like little special passes. They got in at 1, which is great if you're shopping. But if you go in there for like autographs or meeting people, that extra 2 hours does you nothing but get you in front of a line. But on a Friday, if he'll tell you Friday lines are not existent. But so getting on that early on a Friday is great for shopping. That's about it. Besides that, you can't really get anything else done until after 3:00, because I walked in at 2:50 and I saw you walked around. People was just starting to come in. I go towards where the TM&T guys are at, and they're not there. And I think they might have took like 30 minutes. Matter of fact, they took so long that I talked to BLC. He went to the hotel. He called me. He said, I got the key for the room. And I think you came back before I got them all done.
Yeah. You was on your way back to the hotel. I was on my way going back. But yeah.
That's how long it took. It took I would say about 30 minutes.
Who was working, we have to be there for VIP. So we were there, before 1:00, and they closed at 8:00 on Friday. So that's a lot of hours. And here's the kicker: the next day, Saturday morning, for VIPs, they wanted us to be there before 9:30. 9:30 in the stinking morning to 7:00 at night for the VIPs, and the general admissions come in at 10. All right. I mean, let me tell you something. That is a very long day after you just finished setting up finishing 8 o'clock last night, and then coming and you had to be back before 9:30. I mean, that was long. And then Sunday again was 9:30, but at least this time you closed at 5. But you had to pack up. So that's a lot. That's a lot to take in. People need to rest. And then how closing is. When closing those doors close, man, you gotta like pack up and get.
They make that announcement. And you got to get out of there. Yeah, you got to get out. They ain't playing. They like you got to go, and you got to put everything away. But like I will, after really noticing it, because I didn't notice it as much. But like it's a lot of hours. A lot of hours. I don't know if all the fan expos are like that. I'm pretty sure they probably similar. I think Dallas is like that. I can tell you that. I know Dallas is like that.
Yeah.
But but like I said, that's a long time, especially if you're a vendor. You're setting up on Thursday, like for how many hours, and then you got to come back. 12 o'clock? I'm guessing. What time you got to come back? If it starts at 1, at least 12, at least an hour early.
Yeah, you gotta. Depending if you're complete setup, because a lot of these guys wasn't set up yet. They had to go back and finish setting up.
Okay, so you had that, and then you have to redo that at 9 in the morning. And the next day, you had 12 hours.
Now think about it. It closes at 8 o'clock at night. The time you put your stuff away, close up your shop, whatever. The time you get back to the hotel, because everybody's at the same hotels, and pretty much everybody's walking. So the time you walk,
they're like 3 hotels, and everybody's like.
People, I swear to God, man, there's people ordering food. They're getting delivery. You see them munching down. They're like getting their groove on, to eat, so they can go upstairs, rest, relax, because they had to get up early the next day. It was to me. I think I've been to Rhode Island. Rhode Island's Friday was something similar to that. It opened up late and stayed late, but you didn't have to be at like 9 o'clock in the morning. But still, but most of the other
Heroes was like that on Friday.
Friday's decent. Yeah. Fridays are usually decent. They they open up a little earlier, but they close a little earlier. For Friday. Most of the time. So
Heroes was like that on Friday, but they had a later opening on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
So so their Friday was, I would say, probably the same or as this one, but that Saturday and Sunday was definitely different.
I don't see why they have to open at 9:30 for the VIP so early in the morning. To tell you the truth, that's
what, like I said, people who get VIP are getting VIP for like John Cena or some different things, right?
Yeah,
and which is great. But John Cena or a guy who played Doc Brown or these other celebrities are not going to be there at 10 in the morning. They're not.
They're not.
They're not. You're lucky if they get there at 12. You're lucky if they get there at 12 because they might go get lunch and then come.
Yeah, or they're doing a panel. Or
a panel, they might have a panel,
or they're doing a special signing, or they're doing a show, or
photos too.
Yeah, or they're not feeling well. I mean, there's a lot of things. They come when they're ready, So it's you're better off, And it wasn't that sold out crowd. I mean, it wasn't that bad. It was a little busy on Saturday.
I would say Saturday was the busiest day.
Yeah, Saturday's always the busiest day, no matter what con you're at.
Yeah, Saturday was the busiest day, but Friday was definitely the day to get all of your comic book artists signatures. If you had any comic book artists in, you could have got it all done on Friday. You can ask BLC, you can ask myself, you can ask Tony Sanders on who've done it. We've all done it. Go in there and you get it all done that Friday. It's not like you're gonna be getting it done. It's like, oh man, I spent all day Friday. No, you get it all done Friday and still have like 4 hours to do whatever you want, or 5 hours to do whatever you want. So it's Friday was definitely the best day to hunt for comics, which he did, get signatures, which I did, and just walk around and browse and figure out where everything's at, which I did too. So
I walked around, I saw where everything's at, and wasn't bad. So the food court, plenty of room. I say the food was actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
Let me see, I had two times. One, I had the burger one, which was all right. I should have tried the hot dog one, but the chicken tenders and the fries, was really good. Was
Yeah,
really good.
you're like the second person or third. I've heard somebody else said that at the convention. Oh god, it's like somebody said, get the chicken tenders, but make sure they're fresh. They're great. I was like,
No, they had to be fresh because that line was the longest line. Because the fact is, the line wouldn't move because they had to keep bringing food out. They would run out. So no matter what, the time you got up there, it was fresh because they just kept running out. They only bring a certain amount, they sell it, and they go back, they bring some more. So it was that type of flow. People were like, "Is this the chicken?" Like, yeah, and it was like, "Oh, they don't want to wait because the line was all the way back there for you to get it." So everybody was getting it, but I liked it. It was good. But you know, the prices for a soda, I think it was like $4 or $5, man. That hurts.
yeah. The best recommendation for that, why I would say, is Wild Bill's is like a soda place.
Yeah.
They I would recommend getting the mug from them and doing whatever. If you're there for the whole weekend, get the weekend pass.
Yeah.
And then you can drink soda for the whole weekend. And they have water there as well. Like, so they have different things, but you can drink different type of, say, a root beer, a cream soda, vanilla cream, all kind of different stuff. They had diet. So that would be my recommendation for soda. But I saw this. That's why I laughed earlier. I saw this question, and I think that's a question for you, not me. It's not.
Did you hit the strip, party a bit, and just okay? Yeah. On my last day after Sunday, because I wasn't leaving till Monday, there was a get together with captures and with some other comic people that we got invited for dinner, and we end up at a restaurant near Bourbon. And I thought after dinner, because let me tell you something, we ate and I was full. I was ready to hit the sack, and they were like, "No, we're going to a bar." So I'm like, "Oh man!" And this was my ride. So it's like it's not like I could leave, and it was no way I was walking that far distance, and it was kind of chilly. So I went with them. So we went down Bourbon Street and everything. And they were hitting the bars, went in on loud music, band, and everything, and went in, took a look, and I saw a lot of strip places and a whole bunch of stuff. I was like, I can't go in there. I'm a married guy. If I was like in my 20s, I was single, hell yeah. I would have been partying it up like crazy. There was people all over the place. The police was out, National Guard was out. There was cops on horses walking by and everything. So it was safe, no problems. Everybody was having a good time. I enjoyed myself. But let me tell you something. The time I got back to the hotel room, it was around midnight, and I was exhausted. I did the hell out. And on top of it, I still got up early before this guy over here. I got up at 7. I told him, it says, we'll get up early, take a quick ride. And I say, all right, I'm gonna go take a shower. And then I'm like, all right, I'm going out for breakfast. And I just woke up.
I was dead. Yeah. I was dead. He went out. I was dead though. How you doing, Sister Silver Smith?
Hey, gentlemen, who that? It was myself and Alpha heading to Noah in October for 5 days.
Oh, all right. Definitely tell Jeff.
Yeah. I meant to ask as well. I mean, it's more common sense, but I want to see if I'm right. NOLA, what does it stand for?
New Orleans, Louisiana.
Okay, so I am right. So exactly what I thought it is. I thought just in case, it was something else. I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, but that's cool, sister. So tell your brother and just hit me up when y'all get in town, and let me know the dates when it gets closer. But that's cool, man. October's a good time as long as we didn't get any hurricanes. I'll say it like that. If we didn't get any hurricanes in August and September, it's a good time because that's usually towards the end. It's like the end of the hurricane season. But yeah, it's always a shaky time, August through October.
So to explain how my trip went, I flew out of JFK, which was in New York, and I live in Pennsylvania. So, I mean, I parked my car here and I took a bus. The bus takes me to Manhattan into the city, which I take the subway. Once I take the subway, then I get off of Jamaica, then I take the air train. The air train is above grounds outside, and it takes you. That basically just takes you to the airport, stops, all the terminals. So that's how I get in. That's how I went back home. So it's a lot of walking, especially the terminal where JetBlue is. What happens is the old terminal, which was the old TWA building, they still left it there because it's a historical landmark. So they built the new terminal like behind the old terminal. And to get to the new Terminal 6, it's like a long walkway. It is real long where they added on those conveyor belt walkways where you could just, stand on it. And there's like three of them. And you still had to keep on walking. So you could just imagine the long distance you had to walk between the air train and the terminal. So my flight left at on time 11. Time I got back was like almost 2 or 3 o'clock. I had to walk all that, get on the air train, which was at this time 4 o'clock. So people getting out of work, it was getting packed. Take that. Then I have to go downstairs to the subway, catch the subway, which the subway ride from there is fast. It's like 5, 6 stops, 7 stops, something like that. Get there. And pretty much I'm all indoors. I just go up the stairs. It's right inside Port Authority. So I just have to go upstairs and go through some doors and I wait for the bus. I got there at a certain time where my bus leaves on certain schedules. So my tickets were for 5:45. So I got there like maybe 4:15, 4:30. And so there was a bus leaving at 4:45. And I asked the guy, can I change my ticket to get on the 4:45 bus if there's room? And it did. So I ended up on the 4:45 bus, which was great. I didn't have to wait, with another hour. So the time I got home, you're looking at like 6, 7. Then get in the car, warm up, and then head home. So it was a very, very long, long day, but it was fun. So it didn't bother me because I've done this before. Because I slept on the bus, so it's all relaxed. I don't have to drive. So, I mean, the closest airport for me to go to New Orleans is Philly. Then I would have to drive like 2.5, 3, 2.5 hours, 3, depending on traffic at 3, especially at 3 o'clock. So, you gotta pick, how you want to do it. We got Jess says Silversmith is in the house. What is up? Nice to have you here.
What's up, Jeff?
So I picked up some stuff, like I said, on the first day, pretty much I was broke really, really fast.
I got a question before you start showing stuff. Before we start showing stuff. So, all right, you talked about a lot of different things about how was the walking around the city? Were you surprised a lot of things was in walking distance? A lot of stuff you really didn't have to take an Uber or a taxi. When you're thinking about, I'm talking about like from the convention to the hotel, and like if you want to go to places or like maybe a couple of blocks away, you really didn't have to take
So again, walking from the hotel was only a couple of blocks, which I'm used to. And then I think like the first night. Was it the first night or something? I think it was it's hard to say. The first night for me was Thursday. So Thursday, I walked around. There was a pizza joint, not too far. It was actually pretty good. Walking this, and then I think was it Friday? They did a auction art sale, and we ended up going in. Now we walked that. All of us walked that. That was like maybe 6, 7 blocks. Weather was good. It wasn't bad, and there was like 8 artists. 6. The 2 rounds, 6 and 6, and they were selling art pieces that went for mad cheap we did that. The restaurant wasn't bad. I had some burgers from there. But in that general sense, you had options close by. But then when we took a cab and went like closer to where the Bourbon Street is, man, that's like city life right there. Everything's open, stores, restaurants. I saw the Charlie cars going up and down the street, which I would have loved to take a ride in. Then we went, like I said, bar hopping. We were looking for a bar, going down Bourbon and all that stuff. So
were you like that's another thing you talked about. I remember you telling me about the like because New Orleans, which a lot of people know, but he's not. He's not a drinker. I'm not a big drinker at all. I'm very, very, very social, meaning like I don't like really drink at all. But basically, you can walk around with alcohol beverage. Everything's open like almost like basically 24 hours, especially on Bourbon Street. Um, was that something different? I know you're from the New York area, so I don't know how, but I know some stuff is different here than compared to over there.
I felt like when I was like in my 20s, when I'm like hanging out, going out the party, where the clubs are and the music's blasting and everybody's having a good time. That's how I felt when I was there. I was like, oh, music, this, that, and everything, and we did go in there. I was watching a band play and they were really, really good. I was enjoying myself, people having a good time. There was people's birthdays going on and everything. So yeah, I mean, the nightlife there on Bourbon, you could party up big time there, but
or you could take it easy. What I've noticed, like what I like about it, you could party it up, or you could just find a place and just relax. Like a little, listen to some jazz or listen. You know what I mean? So it's like,
well, that's all I did. I didn't drink when a bar. I sat there and I listened to the band playing, and I see everybody having a good time, and I just listened to the great band, the music that was going on. But the time went by for like an hour or two, whatever, and it was like, okay, but the bathrooms, boy, woo, let me tell you something.
Oh yeah, I could have told you about that. Yeah.
They're gonna have to fix that up, but I hope you don't have to take a number 2.
You better go back. You better go back to your hotel. You better go back. You better hold it. Go back to your hotel. That's my recommendation for that.
Man, that brings back memories, man. Like what, So
yeah.
I mean, the nightlife. I mean, if you're gonna go, if you're a tourist, this is something you definitely have to walk down and see for yourself. The experience of how it is. I could just imagine Mardi Gras. That's got to be. Forget it.
I don't go out. I don't go out there during that time. You know what I mean? My favorite times is going through
time for Mardi Gras. Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't go. We don't do Mardi Gras, and I don't. I'll go to Jazz Fest, which is a festival of music. It's like a music festival, and that's usually it's like 2 weekends, not 2 weeks, but 2 weekends. That's what we kind of go to, and they got a lot of different food vendors. That's our thing to go to. We don't really go for Mardi Gras. That's too much going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can go anytime to have that type of experience.
Yeah.
Like you went to a fan expo and basically had the same type of experience you could have on Mardi Gras without it being crowded.
Yeah. Yeah, the crowd that were there in the bar were more older. Those are like really, college students.
Probably a lot of locals.
It was just local, older people having a great time, just hanging out. Sunday night. And this was Sunday, so imagine. I could imagine what a Saturday or Friday must have been. Woo. Those places must have been packed because it was warmer those days. So imagine.
Yeah.
And the doors were open. This is what's killing me. The doors are open, the music's blasting away, and the doors are open. The bouncers at the door checking IDs and tell, hey, come on in. And I was like, all right, it was an experience. I liked it. That's pretty cool. And you got all the restaurants over there and everything. So yeah.
And if anybody's wondering when does the bars close or stuff like that on Bourbon, this is how it goes. That's what I think how it goes. I might be wrong, but say me and BLC own a bar in Bourbon, we open up. As long as we have people in the bar, we're open. The moment we get a little like, oh, nobody came in the last 5 minutes, we close. We go take a rest, and we open up in a few hours. Because a lot of times they live above the bar. A lot of people that own it or work, especially the owners, they live above the bar.
Yeah.
So that's how.
With those decks, where you can hang out, the porches or whatever, the second floor balconies or whatever you want to call them. So a lot of that all over the place. But I didn't see anybody up there because it was hella chilly. But everybody was out on the main floor. But again, it wasn't that many people, so you walked around. You could see everything. Everything was open. So yeah, I had a good time. Got
Mhm.
Beckerman says, "Hey fellas, what's up, Beckerman? Nice to have you here."
What's up, Becker, man? How you doing? You come
So
at a good time. We're about to show some stuff
yep,
now.
let's show some books here and show. Let's see. Go. All right. So I'm gonna start off with not no big time books. Just some books I picked up. I needed this book. I had this book earlier. I graded it. It didn't come back close to the grade I wanted, but this one was a way better copy. Hopefully, maybe just to be in the safe side, get it pressed. Hopefully, come back the grade I want. But it's Black Panther #1 limited series. Number
There
one.
you go.
Okay, I got that one. This one needed it. Then I got the #2. This was another great copy. I have this graded also, but let's see if this one comes back higher. And then I got the #4. I didn't get the 3. The 3 was a little banged up, so I got the 4. This was a very nice copy here. So again, I'm gonna send these and hopefully get a better grade. So I collected run. I was missing some issues. I did a fill-in run when I was there. So I did pick up a Secret Society Supervillains #1. I don't know what year this came out. It says June, but it's probably barcode. Price cut. This was 30 cents, so you could tell this is like way back in the days. A great classic cover with Captain Cold, Gorilla Grodd in there. And then I got issue #2 to fill in, and issue #3. I needed all these issues to fill in the run. #4. These were all like $5 or whatever. Then I found this one. I'm gonna look this up. This is a Secret Society Super Villain Special. It's a 60 center. It says 1977. I never saw this cover. Didn't even know it existed, so I picked it up because I already picked up all the other issues. So I picked that up. Special issue right there. So then moving on to the bigger books. Again, fill-in runs. It was easier to do it this way to find fill-in runs because I'm trying to get closer. So I said you might as well spend money. So this way, if I spend my money now, I don't have to look for other stuff. I'll be broke. So I picked up Fantastic Four #58. All right. Again, guys, I told the guy that I was looking for like a 7.0 type book. This one looks pretty decent. Maybe like one spine tick here. So all these I got from one vendor. The big time books. So again, filling run. Fantastic Four #62. All right. Trying to fill in that Fantastic Four run. As you can see, these are low numbers. So the low numbers means I'm getting down to filling in. And then Fantastic Four #64.
Mm.
All right. So besides the Fantastic Four, I'm also collecting my Avengers run. The Avengers, to me, the Fantastic Four holds its value more, the Avengers, but it is tough to find Avenger books, for a decent price and decent condition. I did pick up Avengers #83. All right. And also Avengers #85. Again, these are fill-in runs. So just trying to work my way down. As you can see, these are low numbers. 60s in the Fantastic Four, 80s in the Avengers. So basically, I have like 100 to like the last issue already. I got every issue from there on. I'm working pretty much from like 100 down, working my way down. Of course, I'm not gonna get Fantastic Four #1 or Avengers #1. I mean, that's way out of my price range. But I'm trying to see how far down numbers I can get. So as you can see, I'm working on the 80s in the Avengers, so that and the 60s in the Fantastic Four. So I'm doing pretty good on that. So I picked up this book. This was the last book I picked up. Wasn't really thinking about it, but I told him he was giving me such a great deal. I said, you know what, tack it on. I don't have this book. I got the other 3 issues. Again, it's a limited series. I did pick up Wolverine #1. to go with that. So this is definitely going to get graded. I got the other three. I think the Wolverine number 3 in this issue, I got a 9.8. And I bought those raw Wolverines on an auction on the channel one day, and it was a bundled deal, and they were in great condition. So I picked that up. So I thought I was done. The guy gave me a great deal, and no, I ended up buying 2 more slabs, and then I said I'm done. So yeah.
I don't think I've seen the slabs, so I don't even know what the slabs are.
I picked this up at the last day. All right. I picked up X-Men 20. It is double signed. John Tyler Christopher and Daphne Keene signed it. 9.8.
Oh, Daphne Keene, X-23 herself.
Uh-huh. Double signed. Yep. She X-23 right there.
That was from the same guy?
No, this was actually captures.
Oh, shoot.
I've been seeing this in his books. I wanted it raw. Okay. What happened was this is a Toronto Cons exclusive book, negative space variant.
Mm-hmm.
Sold out instantly, fast. And I tried to get a raw copy, couldn't do it. And this was the only copies they had, and they were double signed. I was gonna get it signed anyway, but not double signed. But at least this one came with Daphne's signature on it, negative space variant. So it is 9.8 double sig. So I'm glad I got that. I love these negative space variants. I like X-Men, so pick that up. And that was John Tyler Christopher's cover A. He also had a cover B. This was also double signed again. John Tyler Christopher and Daphne Keene again.
Oh, snap.
That nice banana yellow one signed. It would have great if I would have got the Wolverine banana one. I would have had the matching set, but I didn't get a chance to get that one. I probably still can get my hands on it. But double sigged. I mean, I love the yellow one. The yellow one is really, really, really nice. And I've been looking to get these for the longest. I said, you know what? Let me take them. Let me get out of the hands before somebody beats me to it. I got double sig. So that's what I picked up. I pretty much spent a good chunk of money. I got some nice fill-ins. These Avengers and the Wolverine and the Fantastic Four will be going to get graded. And see, hopefully they come out decent, price wise. Hopefully. So, do you have anything that you picked up from the conference?
Yeah, I got some stuff I picked up. I didn't pick up a lot. If people know, I went to the convention, and I'll show that off first. I'm gonna share my screen and I'll show that off first. But I'll show this off. Where's my picture? Did it come true?
What? I'll see it there.
Here it is. All right. My bad. Let's see. This is what. Yeah, here we go.
So probably go see Boston Chris out here.
So, I don't see that. So just let me know.
Is that it right there? That's it.
TMNT poster. This is done by Jock. So this is a limited poster, limited to 325. So this was my main goal to get signed. It was already signed by Jock at the bottom.
Okay.
But it was my main goal to get signed, get all the turtles to sign by their characters. Even got Shredder to sign over here in silver. He put Shredder Lives. You got they played Donatello. You got Cowabunga Dude for Leonardo. The guy who played Raphael actually played the foot soldier who was going against Michelangelo for the nunchuck battle when he kept keep chucking.
Yeah.
So he actually signed it again and put keep practicing.
Yeah.
And he's a fellow chucker he put on there. And then he signed it right here for Raphael. And then I had the guy who played Michelangelo. He put he actually put a fellow chucker. Fellow Chucker, And then if you scroll down, there's April O'Neil.
Oh yeah,
April O'Neil. She put her sign, put a heart. April O'Neil, and she put, "You guys eat pizza."
Nice.
So they all put something. This is something I grew up in my childhood.
Wow.
It meant a lot to me. I couldn't get an original poster, but I got to me the closest and the best thing I can think of, which was a limited print done by Jock the artist. And this is actually number 6 of 325. So I'm gonna get it framed. I have it rolled up, so I just wanted to I took a picture. That's why I wanted to show it this way, because once I unroll it and get it ready, I want to have it ready have it ready to frame. So that was my main expense. Wow. How do I get it from sharing? You can stop sharing. I don't even know how to stop it myself. Okay. Here we go. Yeah.
So but I did buy one more thing. I bought like an action figure of a Captain America. Was the first thing I actually bought. Then I realized to myself that, hey, wait a minute, I didn't come by car. I gotta put all this stuff in my luggage. And I was like, I gotta stop. I can't buy toys, because if your bag is over 50 pounds, they
charge you.
Yeah, they charge you and whatever. So I was like, nah. And then I already got the books and then the slabs, So my bag did get a few more pounds, but still I was still way under the weight, and so it worked out. So I was like, oof, that was like the most worrisome part. I didn't want to pay extra money. I was like, no.
So at the convention, I got a couple of things signed. I did have a little extra funds to get some things signed. These I got signed. This is Avengers 221. I got signed by Brett Breeding. He signed right on the face of Invisible Girl.
Yeah, see. Yeah.
But this is a Mark Julis. I got that one signed.
Oh, Mark Julis. Okay.
And then I got the Earthworm Jim signed.
Yes.
Signed by Sam De La Rosa. But the thing is, I don't have it to show, and I didn't even take a pictures. But I got issues 1, 2, and 3 that are newsstands all signed by Sam De La Rosa, and hopefully we can get a little grade bump with the press. So that's a little cool thing there. Miko Suyan was there. Sometimes he's there, sometimes he's not, but he was doing one book for free. So I actually had one book. This is from New York Comic Con.
Okay.
And he signed it at the top. It's a foil exclusive, limited to 500. But this is from Big Time Collectibles. So I was looking to see if I had something, and I found this. I said, I got a Turtles book, which is even better. So I got to talk to him, and he was funny because he was like, man, I was coming down here. He's like, I was coming, and I thought it was gonna be a little cold, and then I got here, and it felt like the Philippines.
Yeah.
So he had me cracking up, like, cause I was like, yeah, that can happen. That can happen down here in New Orleans. So I had this, a couple other things. I got 2 other things.
Before we move on, I was dealing with a customer at Sam De La Rosa's table, and they were asking him questions, like, hey, do you have some books to sell, whatever. So he was pulling out books that he had from underneath the table, and one of them was an Earthworm Jim book that came out. And the guy saw it, and he's like, he jumped all over it. He was like, I'm taking this. And I was like, and Sam sold it, man. So be aware, next time you see Sam, says, hey, if he got any extra books, he might have it.
Yeah, because he's gonna show all of his exclusive stuff and stuff that for the con. He had a like exclusive cover for New Orleans, like $100 and something. I was like,
I saw it.
But he had, like you said, he had other books. He had a Predator 1 on the table that he signed that looked near mint. And I only took a quick look at the front. The front looked near mint. And he had signed it for $150, which if the bag is nice as the front, that was a great price.
Yeah.
So, like you said, ask Sam, and he has other books. Don't let him fool you.
I saw the one that was the exclusive for New Orleans. I said, damn. I wish I had the money because I would have got it for Huda, because I know exactly the one you're talking about.
Yeah, he had the one with the Florida Lee. Had the one with the Florida Lee. I said, I said, man, that's cool, but I'm not spending that much money on that book. So, but this is another one I got signed by Brett Breeding, which was weird. the Avengers book was only $5. He charged an extra $5 to sign this book. I have no reason why. As I said, I have no reason why. It's a key because it's her second appearance.
Yeah.
But she joins the Avengers. It's nothing major. The other book I showed you is the same type of minor key, in my opinion, because that other book, She-Hulk, joins the Avengers.
Yeah.
So this is not a big book, so I don't know why he doubled the price for it. I was like, okay, but this is going in a PC, but he signed it up the leg in silver.
Yeah.
And this is actually a Mark Julius too, but this is going in a PC. The other book was for sale. This one's not going anywhere. So I could have got it graded. Witness and graded, but it's something that I'm not when I have a book that I'm willing to keep, I don't have to rush to get it graded.
The vendor where I got my books, the high-end books, he was showing me some Mark Julius books. Also, I was like, oh man, Mark Julius, but they were like horror ones or whatever, and I was like, I really don't collect the horror ones, but it was nice.
Yeah. So I'll show this off first. I got this from Clayton Crane.
Yeah,
he's doing his own comic. It's coming out soon, but he's got bombarded by Marvel, like 20 covers he had to do. So he kind of been going slow motion on it, and it has a lot of it's a preview book, so it doesn't have any words in it, but it's a preview of the layouts of how it's going to look, and I guess it'll look a lot different when he finishes it. So he gave me that for free. He signed it in black, which I didn't understand that part. In black Sharpie, mind you, not black marker where you could see, it's, black paint. So I didn't understand because he didn't have to sign it. I wasn't looking for him to sign it. Yeah. He signed it in black Sharpie. You can't see it at all. But the reason why I went to Clayton Crane is because this guy here, he surprised me with an AOK of a book that I claimed. I was like, oh, thank you so much, but I'm not going to be able to keep it because somebody else is going to take it, which is this book here. And so thank you very much again. But this is TMNT and with Stranger Things kind of like mixed together Clayton Crane cover that I got Clayton Crane to sign. He chose the color of green. I'm not green, a yellow. And it's limited to 500. But when I saw it was Stranger Things, I said my daughter's gonna want that book, and she did. So I'm just gonna hold on to it. I'm just the holder of this book. But I appreciate it. She appreciates it. But yeah, it's a very cool book. If Caption has more of these, I would recommend people getting them because Stranger Things is hot, and I think it's going to continue to be hot. And I mean, TMNT is very popular for for people my age and even younger people. So I think this book is probably undervalued. Just because of how big Stranger Things was, because you got 11 and all the kids in the middle, and she's like fighting with the turtles.
Yeah, I thought you were going to get it graded, to tell you the truth, once you got it signed. That's what I thought.
My wife talked about it, but we was like, nah, it's one of those things that if I do, I can always get that the black gold label, black yellow label still would look good. Just saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not gonna. Big expense was the turtle signature. This was just bonus. So I'll probably get it graded. Just like I said, this book, I'll probably eventually get it graded.
Yeah.
But it's not something that I gotta snap to it. I'm just happy to have it. And that was I think that's everything I had for Oh, my wife said my daughter wants to know to let everybody know that book is not for sale. And I just heard her say, "Don't even try." I'm throwing in stuff that I hear. That's what I just heard. We had to stop the show. It says not for sale, and she added, "Don't even try." It's one of those things that when people ask me about books on my PC for sale, I say I ain't got no problem selling it. But I gotta charge you more than what the new one gonna cost, so we'll get another one. So that don't make sense.
But she's giving away her phone.
Oh yeah. We're not gonna talk about we ain't gonna talk about the missing phone.
The phone for free. Free.
We're not gonna talk about the missing phone. I found it. She goes, I found it. And I was like, no, I found it.
I found it. She's lucky. She's very lucky.
But no, it was a good time. I had a good time with my family. I'm happy they came. Because I think they went. I'm happy they came. I think they had a good time shopping around, looking around. But like VLC is the hours are the con hours are super long and can be exhausting.
What gets me is I keep forgetting that New Orleans in a different time zone. So it's 1 hour difference. So I was like, oh, okay. Because I called my wife, figuring, I look at the clock. I was like, oh, she's on lunch. So I called her and she didn't answer. And they found out, why are you calling at one time? I said, nah, I called you at 12. You're on lunch. I'm like, no, it's 1 hour.
Lunch was an hour ago.
It's an hour ago. I keep forgetting. I ain't, it's so weird. So before we left, we hung out at the hotel and everything. We took a picture. So I'm going to show you what, we got together, say right there, there's us, as you can see, at the hotel where I'm about to leave. So we're taking a picture and everything. It was nice enough at the hotel and everything. But I also want to let you know, this guy tried to get rid of me, right? This guy tried to set me up. I told him, I want to go to the airport. He was going to send me somewhere. It wasn't the airport. I don't know. I was like, why?
No, what happened was, so this is what I'm going to let the people know the truth. So this is what happened, people. This is what happened. So the airport name is Louis Armstrong International Airport. So I click in Louis Armstrong. I typed in there. As soon as it popped up, I clicked on it. I didn't read it. That was my first mistake. And I should have knew something because the price was so cheap. but go back and I said, oh, the guy said he jumped in the car and told the guy, and the guy was like, oh no, it says Louis Armstrong Park. So yeah, he would have got stuck here a little longer. But the guy was great. The guy who was taking him was actually great. He was patient with me, helping me fix it. And he was like super helpful with BLC getting in his bags and stuff out. So like that was
a hit on me or something, make me disappear.
I don't know. I would at least took the books.
Last time I saw him, took the cab ride. That was the last time I saw him. I don't know. He just disappeared. I'm like, yo, thanks.
But yeah, no, it was that was funny though. But that was funny. Yeah.
Okay. See, like I said, I drive everywhere. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna call a cab. And he's like, nah, get an Uber. I'm like, what's that? So because I don't have the Uber app and nothing like that. I don't know. So he's the one that called the cab for me. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, but we should have done something when I saw. I didn't think nothing of it. I'm still waking up, people. I'm still tired. I was tired. Wow. And then it was cold. It was cold, and I was tired.
It was nice driving. Getting ridden in a Escalade. It felt like a superstar. $50 because the cab normally the regular cabs charge you $40. Well, technically it's 36, a flat rate. And it's a flat rate either way. It's a flat rate if you're taking it from the airport to the hotel. And from the hotel to the airport, it's still the same.
Yeah, but it's basically $40 because you got tip a little bit.
Yeah, you give him $4. Yeah, you give him 220s, and you give him $4 tip, so $40. So, but it was nice to ride a nice, car. The guy was very nice. So yeah, I got home nice and safe. And so, New Orleans is in the books, and
it's in the book. So key question. Before we getting close to wrapping up on Prize Hill, would you return to New Orleans Fan Expo?
Will I return? That's a good
question. Not just will. Would you return as well?
Oh, would I return? I would say yeah. Plan it out a little better. The second time around,
I ain't gonna lie. Like I'll add to your playing a little bit better because I would help out playing a little bit better as well because a lot of things it came so quick for me and I wasn't really prepared 100%. But if it did come an opportunity, not saying it's next year or the year after, but say it whenever it does happen because we're gonna speak it into fruition. It's like I would prepare better as well because when you came in that Thursday, I should have took a half a day because I could have took you to my LCS.
Yeah. Oh,
so I could have did that. I thought about that.
That would have been fun. Yeah.
Yeah, and you would probably had a lot of fun looking at a lot of stuff and seeing a price, like because you'd have been like, "Oh, that's cool." Then I could have took you to another local comic shop that I don't go to frequently, but they have boxes under like tons of boxes that the guy doesn't even know all the stuff he has in it.
Wow.
Because that's where I found the first appearance of He-Man and Skeletor. I found that book at his shop. So yeah, so it's I would plan that better on my end because I would at least take a half a day that Thursday, and then I like when you come in, I can be like, all right, meet you and be like, yeah, pick you up and like be like, all right, let's go to a couple of places, you know.
Because it's right after Christmas. I mean, literally, Christmas is on a couple of weeks that just passed in this country.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, yeah, if I can, I would do it again. But this year, especially 2026, man. I mean, I'm starting off already with the con under my belt already, and I'm gonna be hitting a lot of shows this year. That's gonna be a lot for me to take in because again, guys, you saw my haul. I did get 3 books signed, and so they're submitted so to grading. So, and that's pretty small for me. Usually it's more than that. So
Yeah, well, me as well, and they know that me as well. Like usually when they come down, I'm getting more than I got 3 books signed. I was gonna get 0, but I ended up getting 3 books signed. I could tell you from past years that Turtles book you got me, that other book that I got Brett reading to sign, those 2 would have been submitted as well. But finances and stuff going on, and getting all the Turtles to sign, that's like $340 getting all of them to sign. It was,
You remember at Clayton Crane's booth? Remember I showed you that Captain America that was in the back wall?
Yes, that was nice. Yes, yeah.
That I asked about that book. I figured, the way it looked like there was like more covers of it, whatever. He goes, no. What he did was that book actually has the Spider-Man on it, and he drew over it and put the Captain America on it, and it looked like the Captain America on it. And I was like, wow, it came out perfect. Like I thought it was the original book. Like, and he goes, no. He says he drew over the old Spider-Man, put the Captain America face on it. So then I just asked him a question, like, how much that book going for? You want to take a guess what that book was going for? Yeah, exactly.
And that's not $3. That's not 300. $3K. $300. $3,000.
$3K for the book. If you would have seen this book, you would have said, "Holy shit!"
But like the amount of work he did on it, how it looked, and the amount of time it probably took him.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually $3K actually might be less than he should be charged. I'm just saying because when he does like the art, I think it's $100 a minute, and I'm pretty sure that took more than like 10 minutes to do. In my opinion, I'm pretty sure it took longer than 10 minutes. So if he's charging $100 a minute, it had to take him like an hour or so, maybe a couple hours. Yeah, it had to take him a couple hours to do that. How it looked, you know what I mean? So that's how I look at the pricing. Yes, it was expensive, but I know how much he charges to do commissions.
Put a lot of work into it.
Yeah, I know how much he charges to do commissions, and that price is probably half of what it should be. $3,000 is a lot of money, but it probably should be $6,000. That's just my opinion.
I thought that was the original cover, to tell the truth. So I did not know that how he did until I found out. I was like, wow, that book came out really, really nice.
Yeah, and he had a lot of them he did like that. And he looked like you really had to look and be like, oh, that's somebody else's, like somebody else in the cover. You know what I mean? Like wait. You're like, that's a Spider-Man. That's not supposed to be Cap.
He had actually books to sell, to sign. I was like, shit. I went over to look, but they didn't have the book I was looking for. But I saw somebody else bring the book that I had, but that was from their personal collection. But yeah, man, there's some books that got signed from him. So not much. 3 books, I think I got signed. I think
I just had one.
I don't even remember.
I just had the one.
No, I think I got 3. You know what? I got the paperwork somewhere. Hold on.
Yeah, I just got the one signed. No, I mean, for him, but I did
Oh,
get Sam De La Rosa to sign like 4 books, and I got Brett Breeden to sign 2. They had a lot, and guess what? Like we I'm only saying a couple of the people we probably dealt with. They had a lot of artists there, a lot of artists and writers.
this
They
is
had a
this,
lot of yeah.
this is the paperwork for Rhode Island. So that ain't it. Hold on.
Yeah, they had a lot of artists and writers there. Scott's Collectibles had like a whole crew
Yeah,
there.
yeah, a lot.
Yeah, and guess what? They paid some money for them to come there because, like I was saying, Nico Suyan was part of that Scott's Collectibles group, and he's from the Philippines. Just to let people know, and no short flight, no short flight. So I'm assuming they must be got another convention or something else going on for him to come from New Orleans.
I got 3 books.
You got 3 books, yeah.
Yeah, one is actually mine that I brought with me because I had more and I just didn't have time to find them. I know the books that I wanted to sign for Clayton Crane, and there's somewhere I just didn't have time. But I only had one book that I brought. The other 2 books I picked up while I was there, and they're both Clayton Crane, so I picked that up.
Mm-hmm.
And I got 1, 2, 3, 4 books from Rhode Island. I think this was from Rhode Island, right? Yeah, well, it said it right there, Rhode Island. I didn't even get those back yet. I think I did.
I know I didn't get my Rhode Island book back. I only had
Oh,
one.
so if you didn't get them, I didn't get them back yet. So yeah, so my Rhode Island books, and I have 2 books at CGC for the in-house private signing for Tom McFarlane. Tom McFarlane's been dropping some videos on Instagram that he's there. He's signing books. He's trying to catch up. So I looked at my account because I sent it from my account. I sent it from my house. So they say they're in grading encapsulation. So that means they're on the move. I'm guessing. I think.
Yeah. He's pretty much on the ball of
What's up,
on the
Hawaiian?
ball on the ball with signing. I know I have a book there with it was the Bendis and Bagley signing. I'm still waiting on it. They're very slow on things. And speaking about CGC, they're fast on some stuff and they're slow on some other stuff. So it's
So he promised that because it was a delay because he didn't get to all of them, that every issue that he's signing now is going to come with the full name, Tom McFarlane. And on top of that, I have custom labels on both of them. So let's see how that comes back and see how that looks. I hope.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm right on video. Those 2 books they sent in, I'm looking for 9/8 on both. 9/8 on both. So crossing my fingers. Yeah. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah,
they've been there for a long time. They've been in for a long time, and I hope they didn't freaking move my books around and give it a little nick or a little spine tick or something. Because those were all minty. So we'll see how it goes. I had those things in a box. I never even took them out, and I made sure they stayed perfect. So I don't want to hear no spine stress or tick or something. I don't want to stain or nothing. I don't want to hear it. Oh, it's got to be 2 9/8 right there. Well,
Yeah, I had an Ultimate Fallout 4 was a 9.6, so hopefully it stays at least a 9.6 that I sent. So we'll see.
So we got some people that just came in. I'm just gonna go through my books again. Wolverine #1. Oh, this is small. So Wolverine #1. This is definitely eventually gonna get graded. The guy gave me a great deal. Let me tell you something. Took a lot off. Avengers 85. Again, these books are like fill-in runs, man. So as you can see, I'm low numbers. I'm doing pretty good. Trying to get finishing as far as down as I can go. Avengers 83. Fantastic Four 64. 64, guys. Number 64. I'm like really working on low numbers here. Fantastic Four 62. Fantastic Four 58 with a Dr. Doom on the cover. Can't go wrong with that. And again, I don't know if anybody has seen it. So the Secret Society of Supervillains. This is a special from 1977. Special. It's a special. No number, just a special issue. And then I took what I needed. I got number 4, number 3, number 2, and of course number 1. And then I got Black Panther number 4 limited series. I sent this in to get graded. The one I got back was not good. And number 2, I didn't take number 3 because number 3 had too many spine ticks, and a number 1 copy. So that's what I got. And 1 action figure. And then, of course, my late pickups on the last day, which I think I did very well, was the John Type for Christopher negative base variant. I got both A and B cover, both signed by John Tyler Christopher and Daphne Keane on both. So I got the matching set. I'm gonna probably end up looking and see how much those go for on eBay.
I'm curious to know because I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I'm gonna look it up right now and see if I can even find him. Let me see. I don't know if they have him. X-Men 1. Should I put John Tyler Christopher, I guess?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. I see they do have them raw. They got them raw. The cheapest I see both the 2 A and B cover for $41.99. They're actually for best offer and $8 shipping. 36 people watching the cover A and 33 watching cover B. There's another one for $50, another one for $45, $44.99, $45. So they're out there. They're all raw. One selling both the set, the A and B cover for $100 and free delivery. I found my first 9.8. First 9.8 signed by John Tyler for Christopher, cover A for $139.99. So basically $140. $140. And I found the B cover signed by John Tyler Christopher, $159.99. Also actually for best offer for $17 from Canada. Hey, Bleeker, and in Canada, if you're looking to get the book. Wow. Okay, wait a minute here. Wait a minute. All right. Here's the one I have. X-Men 20, 9.8, signed by Daphne Keane and John Tyler Christopher. This is the cover B, which is the yellow cover. You know what they're asking for? $450 or best offer for free delivery. Wow, I didn't think it was that much. Holy smoke.
So you're saying you did well.
I did very well. There's another guy here. He said it says new low price. He got it down for $550 for both signatures on cover B. And then there's a guy selling a package deal. You got the 9.8 double signed cover B with an old Logan book, a 9.6 signed, and I guess a Funko Pop for $800. All that. So I see the double signed, what I have in cover B for $450, but I don't see anybody selling the double sig on cover A. I wonder, can you look this up to see if there's any more at CGC that is double signed?
You could look up the census. Are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm just.
I could look up. Let me see. I gotta pull up CGC, but I could look up the. Hold on a second. I gotta pull up the. You can give me the number off one of those books. I could pull that up and it'll tell me how many
Well,
are signed.
I'm gonna go with the A cover first because the A cover I don't see on eBay at all. When you're ready, I'll give you the number.
I'm trying to type up crap. What is my password?
The B cover I see on eBay, at least three of them they have the double sig. $450 somebody has this for what I have.
I don't even know what my password is. Oh.
So if this is $450, this one was double sig. I'm thinking maybe the same. I'm guessing the reason why it cost so much, I guess Daphne King's autograph must have been like what, 150?
Yeah, her autograph is not cheap, if I'm not mistaken. All right, what am I looking under? Verification. That's what I want to look up. All right, hold up. I haven't done this in a while. Like, I forgot how to look this stuff.
Remember, we're looking for a double sig one.
What's the number?
464
Mm-hmm.
550 5005.
5005.
Yep.
But when I look this up, it'll tell you how many are signed, like in that same type of book. So they have. Well, actually, no, I don't think it will tell you. It says sometimes this thing I don't think is right. So they said they got 2 higher grades. I see the exact same book. What's the? Oh, here we go. All right. I'm about to click on it now. Let's see. Daphne King and Tom. They actually got 110 signed by her in a 9.8.
100? You said
110 of them are signed by both John Tyler, Christopher, and her in a 9.8. There's 4 only signed by just her. But there's 110 signed by her and John Tyler, Christopher, but there's 2 9.9s out there.
Wow.
Yep, there's 2 9.9s out there.
Wow. That's surprising. So I wonder how many of these books were out there then. How many books did they make?
I don't know.
So 110 of them is what I have one of them. So that means there's 109 of them out there. We have double sigs of A cover. That's the A cover, right? It says A cover when you looked it up.
Yeah, when I looked it up, yeah, it says A cover.
Okay. I don't see.
It says X-Men 20 has the date. John Tyler. It says Christopher variant cover A.
Yeah, that's it. All right. So if the A cover had 110, I'm expecting the B cover to be about the same, or maybe even more, because the B cover is the yellow one. I would think they did this one more than the other one. So let me know when you're ready for the number on this one. We'll check this one out.
What's the number?
464
Mm-hmm.
552
Mm-hmm.
6002.
They have 112 9.8s, no higher copies.
And they're both double sigged.
Yep. 112 double signed.
Okay.
But no higher copies, so you don't have to worry about no 9.9s.
Right. All right. So this one, so like I said before, it's about 100, probably the same 110 that people send it for the A cover, the same people that send it for the B cover.
Mm-hmm.
So the other one was 110, and then the 2 were 9.9, so that's 112. And then you got the 112 here, they all came back 9.8. So yeah, same exact number. So I'm guessing it matches. So whoever sent in the books, they sent the A and B's, they got a double sig and the same exact amount of numbers. Only the A cover, 2 of them came back 9.9s, but no 99s came back on the other one. So the only highest grade is a 98.
Yep. So some like two people got lucky when they sent in the other copy and got 99s.
Yeah, but you can still buy them raw though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of A copies out there, and a lot of them are selling them together. You can get the A and B cover for 100. Well, the lowest price they seen was 100. Then there's 120, 125, 100, 155, 50. Those are all bundles. Those are all raw, and you get both books. But the lowest is $42 each. So yeah, so it'll cost you that much. But I guess when I found the John Tyler for Christopher and Daphne Keene signed, $450, and there's 14 people watching that. The other guy wants 550 best offer.
Yeah, I don't know what they're watching it for. They might as well buy it. If you're gonna watch it, buy it.
So I guess Daphne Keene's autograph is what makes it valuable.
Oh yeah, I would assume so.
I'm really curious what her autograph is, because I'm guessing it's between 150 to 200.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's at least $100 or more.
Oh, definitely $100 or more, yeah.
But and just from going to at this convention, they probably consider it a premium item or something like that, which is it's ridiculous. Because I mean, when I saw the Turtles guys, they had prices. I think it was like $40 and then $60. So it's like, so the poster was $60, and I was like, golly, you know what I mean? So yeah.
So I think that very well, because I got a great deal off of that. So I didn't know it was gonna go for that much. But again, it's not the book; it's the autograph.
Yeah,
and it's not the John Tyler Christopher's autograph either. It's the Daphne King's autograph is where the money's at. But to get them both double sig, not some of them only got John Tyler Christopher on it. Wow. Let's see what happens. Oh man, that's it. I'm tired. I'm starving technically. If I would have ate, I would have been going on. I'm starving. I still got some books that I have to put away. I didn't even put away the books that I did the jigs video. They're still sitting right here.
Oh really?
Yeah. I gotta do a toy video that I picked up some stuff. I went to my LCS one day to buy some books, and they were like, "Hey, they got another room open and selling some toys and stuff over there." And I picked some stuff over there. They had some vintage stuff over there, and I picked up. So I gotta do a toy video, but still, I got the New Orleans order, which I just sent in for 3 books. I got 4 books from Rhode Island still coming, and I got 2 books in house for Tom McFarlane still coming. And now I'm debating because I got money in my account to send in for books to get graded, but I don't know if I'm gonna send these in. I don't know if I need 9/8 of these, so I don't know.
That's like I got like 16 books at CGC, so I ain't sending no books for a while. And that doesn't include the 3 I'm doing with capture. That does not include the 3, or even the 3 books I got at my guy who's pressing and cleaning them. So I really got.
I like 20. This book, the Wolverine book. I mean,
too bad nobody who worked on that book was there. Like a lot of people worked on that book, and none of them was there.
Yeah.
But like you said, this con it could be a hard con. If you want to take a little break with family or even money wise, stuff like that.
It's a good con. Like I said, if you're going with the family, it's not crowded. You get a little bit of everything. It's a good little show. And of course, later on, it's just the shows are just gonna get bigger and more celebrities and stuff. I mean, it's a good way to start, But again, it's kind of tough for a lot of people because Christmas just passed. But again, cons happen all the time, man. Cons.
Yeah, cons happen all the time, and cons like this con, amongst others, they're planned so far in advance that you can kind of prepare. You kind of can prepare. That's a good thing about conventions like this one and others that are not just pop-ups. Like, oh, it's one of those kind of help you out to prepare your budget and savings and stuff like that. Even though it's relatively close, about 2 weeks, about 3 weeks away from Christmas, if you still can kind of be like, all right, yeah, I know it's close to Christmas, but I knew a year ago I was going. You know what I mean? So it's like, as long as you don't try to plan it last minute, it should be fine.
Money wise, man, it's tough because right now my next con that I'm working at C2E2, which is in March. So March 27th to 29th, it's the end of March, so that's good. I'm looking at the celebrity lineup so far, even though it's still way in advance, but they do have some people going. David Mack is so far gonna be there, and I'm just going down the list. Oh, the guy that played Mr. Fantastic is gonna be there.
The guy who played the original.
Ian Gruff.
Yeah. He's the one with not the original one, but the one that
Yeah, the guy that played the commish, the guy who played the thing in the Fantastic Four movie, he's also gonna be there. The guy from The Walking Dead. These are all the celebrities so far. The guy that played Arrow. Let's see.
Stephen Hamel.
Why? Hold on. Is that everybody? Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's really not. There's a lot of people, but nobody interesting for me anyway. To get signed, but I know David Nakayama is definitely going to be there because I talked to his handler, who actually is from there. He's actually from Louisiana, and he was actually working the con. So for him, for M Comics, Mike, he was working at the con, so he wasn't doing the handling part. He was actually one of the guys working at the con. So I got to meet him, talk to him, hang out for a little while. But I didn't see some of the Comic Geek at all. Didn't run into him at all.
Yeah, he said he was there. It was so funny. I was live doing a little walkthrough. He goes, "Now you arrive." I was like, "Dude, I've been here. What are you talking about?" That was on Friday. So I guess he was there, and the Friday was empty. So I don't know if he walked in and left like within an hour of getting there. Yeah, I didn't get it. I didn't go there in the preview like at 1:00.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wouldn't have saw him there, but I got there like at 2:50 and walked in and was there for a good little while from 2:50. You were there, I think, at 1:00, huh?
Yeah.
So yeah. So I don't know. He said he was there, but I if you didn't see him and I didn't see him, I don't know.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And usually I see him with his wagon. I
usually bump into him, but I guess it wasn't that big a place. But I guess wherever he was, I was. It's like.
I'm guessing like when you was over here, he was over there, and then like that, and So that's the only thing I could think of because I was there a good little while on Friday. I was there for a good little while on Friday.
So March 27th, 20. I'm trying to book my room for Chicago Fan Expo, but it's not up. The website's not up yet. It's way too early because that's in August.
Oh yeah. I tried to book. We tried to book for next year for this convention, but it's too early.
I booked already. Wait, I booked for. I did a lineup. Hold on, I did a lineup already for so far. So yeah. So Number one was New Orleans, January 9 to 11, which I did. C2E2 is March 27, 29, which is almost in on. Then I'm going to Little Giants, and that's April 11th. So it's right after C2E2, April 11th, not that far off. It's a one-day show. I'm not working that one, so that's good. Then in May, I'm going to Philly Fan Expo. That one I'm already booked for. That one I'm working. I've never been to that show. Then after that, I'm going to Terrificon on August the 7th, 9th. And the next following weekend after Terrificon, that's when Chicago Fan Expo is. So I'll be going to Chicago right after that. Then it looks like New York Comic Con, I might be going, which will be October 8th to the 11th. So right now I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shows. And only one of them I'm not working. So that's a lot of shows. So I gotta watch out because C2E2, I pick up a lot of stuff. I spent a lot of money last time. Little Giants is another show that I pick up a lot of books. I usually spend about $1,000 on that one. Philly, I don't know, I've never been to. Terrificon, love Terrificon. Gonna see what I can get out of there. Probably not much. I didn't get much this year. A couple of toys, a couple of books. That was about it. I did get some books signed. Chicago Fan Expo, never been to, so I'll see how that goes. And New York Comic Con, yeah, I'll probably get some books, again, signatures probably. So I'll see how it goes. Still way early in the season. I didn't look up Rhode Island to see. Maybe I do Rhode Island again. Rhode Island was pretty cool. I still got the pictures of Rhode Island here. I don't know. Have you seen Rad before, the movie?
No.
That's him. He had 2 bikes over here. I could have took a picture with him, but I was like so tired. I didn't want to even move. Nice guy. I did buy some stuff from him, from his advertising. He was all the way in the top corner, man. It took me a while to find him. Yeah. So, there you go. Yeah, man. It's crazy. Let's see. Yep. That's it. So, all right. So I'm done. I'm starving. I gotta get something to eat. So, I'm gonna put you up on the main screen here. Tell people what you got going on. Where they're gonna see you.
I won't be doing a con or anything like that until like August, I think. Whenever Galaxy Con in New Orleans is.
Damn.
I'm not doing. I only got 2 conventions this year, and they're all in New Orleans. I'm not doing any of the conventions. Got a lot of planned stuff going on. What's up, Art Chemist? For that side, but I will be on a couple of auctions this weekend. I think Sands has his auction on Friday, and should be on Astonishing Auction this weekend. As far as that, what else? I might have an unboxing whenever I get some more mail. So I'm waiting on something that was supposed to be shipped like right after Christmas, but it got delayed. So I got that. I got a book coming in, and then whenever I get these CGCs back, man, I'll start dropping some CGC unboxings. Literally got like 16 plus books out there. CGC is a little slower right now.
16 books in one order?
No, they're like different orders.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a couple of in-house signings, and then I sent them off at different. I stagger them, but so crazy. Like 4 of the boxes got open all at the same time. That's how I end up like being like, I ain't got no money for the convention, because they opened all these boxes at the same time and put them, received and took all my money. But but yeah, so I got like 16 books, and maybe it's probably 6 different orders, which is crazy because I tried to break it up, but I didn't know they were going to open them all at the same time. So whenever those start coming back, but they're like 25 to 40 days or whatever it is backed up. So I don't expect myself doing an unboxing for those until like maybe end of February. So But if I get anything, just check out my channel. I'll be doing some unboxing and stuff when I get that. But and Instagram as well, man. Check me out on Instagram. Give me a follow on Instagram. Trying to trying to get above. I'm in the 3,000 mark, so I'm trying to get up to 4,000 eventually. Should be pretty easy, but Instagram is a lot easier than YouTube. So definitely check me out. Oh, and I got my giveaway. I got a channel membership giveaway going on. This is the book.
Oh.
So first appearance of Doc Samson is going to be given away at the end of the month. If I get more members, if I get 20 members, I'm only at 13. But if I get 20 members, I'm adding both of these books. Not one book, but both of these books. You'll get Fantastic Four, 45, and More First in Humans, and the first full appearance of Red Sonja coming in 24. So those could be possibly added along with this book. So if you want to become a channel member, check it out. Doing that at the end of the month. End of the month, that'll be given away. So that's all I got. I appreciate it, everybody. Thank you to BLC for the AOK, which I showed earlier. Had a great time hanging out with them. Good convention. I recommend more people coming. I know it's close to Christmas time, but weather-wise, cost-wise, because cost, you can get the cost down on a lot of stuff. And BLC will tell you, even not talking about the discount hotel, like the discount, just talking about the regular price he got was a really good deal for like $100 a night, which is crazy when you're like a block away from the convention center. So definitely check it out, man. If anybody's interested in going, just hit me up. I can tell you some of the pros and cons, and our access guy as well. So yeah, that's all I got, man. I appreciate you. See you guys next time on my end.
All right. So we got Arsenio. Kevin says good evening. So what's up, BLC? Who that? What's up? Did I bring some exclusives back? No, I did not. They did have some exclusives that I should have picked up that I saw. There was some G.I. Joe one that they had there that looked pretty cool. The thing is, I was already broke then, and I wasn't looking to spend any more. And did you go cup out there? Gold cup.
I think he means a go, like a to-go cup. I think that's what he means. He doesn't drink, so no, he did not get a to-go cup.
Did not drink.
And I didn't drink either.
But I do have some information on the two hotels. I stayed in two different hotels while I was down there. They're pretty much a block apart from each other. They're pretty much a block away from the convention center. And the first hotel I only stayed the first Thursday and Monday. And the other one I stayed Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The first room that they gave me, the hotel splits into two buildings, two separate buildings, I guess, and they have a walkway in the middle. So the first night I stayed was, I guess, where the front desk was. I don't know if that was the older building, and the last time I was on the other side, which it looks more modern, for the other side. But in the first building, the first night I stayed, I pretty much was like in an apartment. Okay, I had a kitchen, I had a big size refrigerator, I had a stove, I had a microwave, I had a dishwasher, I actually had a living room. So that was pretty cool. On the other side, it was a very nice room, king size bed, just a regular type of hotel room. Pretty nice downstairs and everything. Now the other hotel, pretty much, standard hotel, nice bed, this, that, and everything. So comfort wise, both the beds were fine. But there was like little things, like for instance, the first room I had with the kitchen was fine, but then when I had the second one, it was missing like when you get those three things in the shower, you got the shower, the conditioner, and the shower.
Yeah.
Well, the shower gel was missing.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Now in the other hotel where I stayed the 3 nights, Every time I took a shower, the the thing that stops the water from running down wouldn't stay up, so the water just filled up the tub. So I actually had to hold it up for the water to drain all the way down. So that was like this kind of disappointing. So then it came down to the breakfast. All right. The first hotel that I was at was free breakfast, you know, whatever you can eat, whatever. Um, so they had your own waffle maker. You had to make your own waffles, which was pretty cool. They gave you one choice of eggs, and the other one is like pork sausage or something like that, or patties, and like potatoes. But again, you had your fruit, your rolls, your bagels, and stuff like that, your cereal and coffee and stuff like that, orange juice and everything, which was pretty good for free. The other hotel I was at was all you can eat buffet, but they also had a menu you can order, but again, you had to pay. So because it wasn't free. So if you got the buffet, it was 20 bucks, and pretty much the same thing. What I didn't They had French toast, I think, the first time, which was pretty good. The French toast sticks. I'm not an egg really either one. I didn't eat the eggs. Potatoes were okay, but didn't have the green peppers or onions like roasted or anything like that. I was pretty much plain. But they did have great bacon and sausage. So that was pretty good. So choice wise, you could have it free or you pay 20 bucks. Was it $20 worth it? Not really. Okay, because the main course would be pancakes, waffles, and stuff like that. I only had the French toast sticks, which was good. The second time I had breakfast there, they have some type of I don't know, these potatoes with some cream filling in it, and I did not like it. So comparing them both, I go with the free breakfast. To me, the waffles was gigantic. I did it myself. It tastes good, and so I'll take the free breakfast over the $20. It wasn't worth it. All right. BLC, where did you make groceries while you were out there? No, I didn't go make groceries. They ain't no out there. Yeah, no, I had some. I did have some. Huda did bring me one. And I left it there and disappeared. But I did get some because somebody else went out and got some, so I did get a chance to eat one. It was okay. It wasn't bad, but I still would pick a Zeppeli over that.
I tell you, beignet, but how you got it, it still was a delay. How you supposed to have beignet? You're supposed to eat it like pretty much right then and there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like if you would have had a fresh beignet out of the fryer with the stuff on it, it's a totally different experience.
Like when you're sticking your hand in a bag and you're putting the powder in and it's hot and you're like, like that. Yeah.
That's how you. That's how you want the beignet.
Yeah.
Other thing, I don't know if you tried the praline I gave you,
No.
which is a pecan candy.
Yeah.
That I ate one yesterday, so
yeah, I'm gonna split that with my wife. I have it still. I just want to, for her to try something.
Yeah, and the good thing about that is if y'all end up do like them, you could always order those, and those are pretty much, and shipping on those are pretty cheap.
Who that? Bet you didn't know New Orleans slang.
Yeah, why would I not know about making groceries? I know a lot of New Orleans slang, sir.
Well, I learned that you call it NOLA. I learned that.
It's a NOLA, New Orleans slang. Yeah, a lot of different. I can't think of stuff. Oh, I got one for you. We say buku, which is not English. Buku means a lot. I think it's a Creole. Oh, you meant him? He meant himself. But yeah, buku. A lot of times down here we'll say buku, which means a lot. And I think I don't think it's a total French term, but I think it's a Creole term. but you know, I know when I was growing up, we used to say caca a lot, which is just means shit. So we used to say that a lot.
I did
Uh,
I did eat at the pizzeria down the block from the hotels. Um so I had the spaghetti with the chicken palm. Another time I had the spaghetti with the meatball. I also tried their wings. Uh the food tastes good. I'm gonna give it that. It was cooked really, really good. Um but the portions were slightly smaller than I'm used to. I guess we get a little bigger portions. And the spaghetti they use, I think they use more of the thin spaghetti instead of the regular size spaghetti, but it was still good. The sauce was excellent. Um, yeah, quick service. They made it fast. So yeah. Uh, wherever I ate, I didn't have an issue. Everything was good. Everything was fast. What do you say? You can't fight. Boohoo, you didn't eat no gator out there. No, I didn't eat no gator. But at the convention center, they had the gator sausage or gator dog or something like that. I don't know if that was really made from gator, but they just named it that. I don't know. Was it really gator? Uh,
I didn't eat it. I mean, the thing is like BLC's a regular type of eater. Like I would say, my uh, if he wanted seafood, and we had a good seafood spot, but he's not a big that type of person, so we didn't go. I didn't say let's go here. Um, so it depends on because I know a lot of good spots. They got a good like sandwich spot called Turkey and Wolf. That I could have took him to if he liked sandwiches, different type of sandwiches. Um, so it just depends on. I didn't really recommend. They got a great pizza spot that I would take him to next time, or we would just order the pizza because it's a few blocks away. Called Forbidden Pizza, which actually got talked about by the Turtles guys when they did their panel. They
yeah.
talked about like a good pizza spots. He said Nola got some good pizza spots, but he said Forbidden Pizza was the best they've ever had.
So
So
definitely.
yeah, so I got to take him there. Actually, we went. Me and my wife and daughter actually went there Friday night. That's what we went Friday night, and we all got a slice, and it's pretty nice size slice. It was very good. Like I mean, he got rated probably the best pizza in the city. I think if I remember correctly.
Well, a lot of
So
people
yeah,
at the hotel, I could tell you right now, they ordered out for delivery. I saw delivery guys coming in, bringing tons and tons of food into the hotel. Guys were gobbling it up like crazy. I was like, wow, because they were
the
tired.
funny thing is, a lot of stuff that people ordered. I wish I could have took orders and just pay me because a lot of stuff is not far. A lot of stuff, like I got your food, I'll go get it.
It was all good. I had a great time. Definitely, you know, listen, if you're looking for again a nice, calm con to go to that's not crowded, that have a little bit of everything, you have a good time. Yeah, go check it out. You know,
Yep.
that Media people. Hey y'all, nice to see you. So again, guys, I have to try to do a video on some toys that I picked up, some other books, not from the con that I've been picking up that I have that came in. Also got to put a lot of the slabs that I have here on eBay. Uh, because I gotta sell some stuff and get some money. So I'll put it on eBay, maybe on Instagram too. I don't know. Maybe I'll go Instagram live. I haven't tried doing that. I was thinking maybe doing that to see how that goes because I have more followers on Instagram than I do on YouTube. So
Me and you both. Me and you both.
yeah. Well, you're up to almost 3K. I'm not even close to that. I'm not even 2K. I'm still like at 15 something. So but that's fine. It all depends what comes in. So it's about 2 hours in. Thank you guys so much, man. Happy New Year to you guys. We did 2026 starting right off the bat. You'll find me in 2 more months at C2E2. So I'll be in Chicago working. I love C2E2. Been there so many times. Great con. Great con. So that's it, guys. Be safe. And I like to say at the end, man, the cat is out. Peace.